Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to Peter Likes Books. Because I like books. I do, I like books. And today is the big announcement. It's the announcement of the June books for Peter's Book Club and a true crime book club. So, are you guys excited? Do you guys want to know what the books are? I could have made this video a couple days ago because Mel and I decided on what the book was going to be for True Crime Book Club for June several days ago. But I was kind of unsure about what book I wanted to read for Peter's Book Club. So, I'm keeping Peter's Book Club mostly cozy mysteries, mostly thrillers. The book that I picked for June, I have a feeling many people have probably already read it, but it's kind of a combination of the two. It's actually a book series that a lot of people have recommended to me, so I'm really excited about that. Before I get into this, I do want to say that this Sunday, the 19th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, is the live stream for a True Crime Book Club. We will be going over the April book, which was American Black Widow by Greg Olson, and we hope that you will join us over there. The live stream is off of the Facebook group. So if you're in a True Crime Book Club, all you have to do is go over to a True Crime Book Club on Facebook, and then Mel's the one that starts it. She starts it, she guests me, and then people can come in and we can guest other people. And people can have a conversation in, you know, the little chat bar and stuff like that. So we're going to talk about American Black Widow, which was the April book for True Crime Book Club. We're probably going to go back also, and because people have asked us if we're going to talk about the other books, we really haven't done like a full live stream, and we're back on it again. We did the one last month, and we're doing the one this month. We're going to be doing one next month. So we're back on it again. Well, next month it's going to be kind of tricky because it's my birthday, it's Alex's birthday, and then it's 4th of July. So we're going to have to kind of figure out how we're going to do that one. But anyway, we're back on track. And we might also discuss some of the other books that, like The Girl in the Leaves, the Kitty Genovese book, and there's, I think, one other book from September, October. September, October, those were the two books. The Girl in the Leaves was, I think, September. Kitty Genovese was October. So we'll probably discuss those books as well, and then talk about the April book. And then, you know, the May book we will discuss in June. So then we will be back on track 100%. So the June live stream will be us discussing the May book, which is the Lori Vallow book. Okay, so let's get into, speaking of True Crime Book Club, let's talk about what the book is for the month of June. I'm getting all my months. I can't believe it's already almost like, it's past the middle of May already. Okay, so we typically in the summer, the months of June, July, and August, we typically do a summer of serial killers, where we talk about things to do with serial killers and things like that. Mel sent me several books, and I kind of looked through them, and we're kind of doing like a little spin for the month of June on that. We are still doing the summer serial killers, but we usually pick like one serial killer and like do like an intensive book about him. You know, we've done John Wayne Gacy, we've done The Night Stalker, I'm trying to think of the Zodiac Killer. We've done so many back in the day. Eileen Wuornos, I think that was May, like 2 years ago we did Eileen Wuornos. But there's been so many serial killers that we've done through the years. So Mel brought this book to my attention, and it's by John Douglas, who is an FBI profiler. And I'm really, really excited about this book. And the book is called When a Killer Calls. And I pulled the synopsis right off of Goodreads. It's actually the second book in the Mindhunter series, which they made the Netflix series about. So, and I actually looked the other day, I thought I watched the whole first series of Mindhunter, and then I was like, because people always ask me in my videos, they're like, have you seen, like, Mindhunter? And I was like, yeah, I feel like I got, like, halfway through it, or I watched the whole thing, or whatever, but I actually looked on Netflix the other day, and it still had, like, the red bars where you can see how much you've watched. I'm only on the 3rd episode. So I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna go back and watch Mindhunter, because I think the 2nd season just came out, or is out, or whatever. So I'm gonna go back and watch that. Mel loves that show. My husband loved that show. Everybody that I know loves that show. I don't know why I had a hard time getting into it. Probably because the main detective is the guy that was on Glee, and so I think of him from that instead of Mindhunter. But anyway, it is When a Killer Calls, a haunting story of murder, criminal profiling, and justice in a small town. And it came out February 1st, 2022, and it is 336 pages. And let me give you the synopsis. A haunting story of murder, criminal profiling, and justice in a small town, John Douglas, the legendary FBI criminal profiler, #1 New York Times bestselling author, and inspiration for the Netflix show Mindhunter, comes a chilling journey inside the mind and crimes of Larry Gene Bell, one of the most dangerous serial killers Douglas confronted, and the desperate effort to identify and catch him. On May 31st, 1985, 2 days before her high school graduation, Sherry Smith was abducted from the driveway of her family home in South Carolina. Based on the crime scene and the abductor's repeated and taunting calls to the family, law enforcement quickly realized they were dealing with a sophisticated and highly dangerous criminal. A letter arrived the next day entitled Last Will and Testament, in which Sherry, knowing she was to be murdered, wrote bravely and achingly of her love for her parents, siblings, and boyfriend, saying that while they would miss her, she knew they would persevere through their faith. The abduction rocked her quiet town, triggering a massive manhunt and bringing in the FBI, which enlisted profiler John Douglas. A few days later, a phone call told the family where they could find Sherry's body. Then 9-year-old Deborah May Helmick was kidnapped from her yard, confirming the harsh realization that Smith's murder was no random act. A serial killer was evolving, and the only way to stop him would be to use the study of criminal behavior to anticipate his next move before he could kill again. Douglas devised a risky and emotional fraught strategy to use Sherry's lookalike older sister Dawn as bait to draw out the unknown subject. Dawn and her parents courageously agreed. One of the most haunting investigations of Douglas' storied career. This case details how the eerily accurate profile he created, alongside his carefully crafted and staged managed manipulation of the killer's psychology, combined with dedicated police work and cutting-edge forensic, hold on a second, it's at the top, strategy to use Sherry's lookalike older sister, where is that at? Forensic science to end a reign of criminal terror. As Sherry's family took incredible personal risks to lure her killer from the shadows, Douglas and the FBI pushed criminal profiling to its limits, culminating in one of his most dramatic and effective confrontations with a sadistic and remorseless killer. So good. Doesn't it sound so good? Oh my god, it's the summer of serial killers. I'm so ready. I'm so excited for the summer of serial killers. Are you guys ready? Oh my god. Okay. So let me know in the comment section below if you're going to be reading that with Mel and I. Very, very exciting. That will be our June book, so we will be discussing that in July, in the live stream in July, just to put that out there. Okay. Then the book for Peter's Book Club. Well, now I went back and forth because there's several cozy mystery series that I want to start, but most of the first books came out like 10 years ago. And I was like, I don't know. A lot of people that have read cozy mysteries have probably read some of these. And then I went back and forth because this book has been recommended to me by so many people, so I have a feeling that a lot of people have read this. And that is Richard Osman's Thursday Murder Club. There are actually 4 books in the series so far. The first one came out September 3rd of 2020, and then there's The Man Who Died Twice, The Bullet That Missed, and The Last Devil to Die, which came out September 4th of 2023. I think it's an ongoing series. So let's read the synopsis. In a peaceful retirement village, 4 unlikely friends meet up once a week to investigate unsolved murders. But when a brutal killing takes place on their very doorstep, the Thursday Murder Club finds themselves in the middle of their first live case. Elizabeth Joyce, Abraham and Ron might be pushing 80, but they still have a few tricks up their sleeves. Can our unorthodox but brilliant gang catch the killer before it's too late? Now, I have been wanting to read this for a very, very long time, but I have so many books that I've been wanting to read for a very, very long time. So many books I've been wanting to listen to for a very, very long time. And so I was like, okay, this is the perfect opportunity because I'll just make it the book for Peter's Book Club for June. If you guys don't know, I live in a neighborhood that's a lot of older people, so I'm really excited about reading this. It'll feel like I'm kind of like at home, and it is also categorized as a cozy mystery and as a mystery and as a thriller. So I'm really excited about that because it checks off all of my boxes of what I love. So let me know in the comment section below if you're going to be reading that with me. Now, for Peter's Book Club, I was going to start some kind of social media thing, like on Facebook, start a Facebook group where we could discuss it. I was never intending to do like live streams with it, but I asked you guys in a previous video what you wanted me to do, and you said, how about just a review video where you review the book? And so I said that the first week of every month, following that month. So like this is the June book. So like the first week of July, I will do a video reviewing this book and what I think about it. And then you guys can leave what you think about it in the comment section. So just in the last week, I've gone back and I've done the April April book, I've done the March books, and I'm going to try to keep on going back and doing the books from the previous months that I haven't covered before. So that, you know, now we're pretty much up to date now. I've done the March ones and the April ones for Peter's book club. So for the May one, I will be covering the first week in June, and then the June book I will be covering the first week in July. So if you guys want to read along with me, that's all we do. Like, people are always like, I'm very confused. There's no live stream to this. Which is so confusing to me because not that many people show up to the live stream for a True Crime Book Club anyway, which Mel and I are totally fine with, because if there were thousands of people, it'd be too hard to monitor. But it's so funny to me when people say that there's no live stream for this, and I'm like, well, okay, but most book clubs don't have live streams. Reese's book club, and that's what I modeled it after, which is like Reese's book club, the Good Morning America book club, things like that. I just wanted to have a space where we all read a book together. So I'm real excited about that. I have a couple other ideas for the summer, but we'll kind of see where the summer takes us. If you guys are looking for a good cozy mystery series for the summer, since the summer's just around the corner, one that I would recommend is if you like cozy mysteries, it's by Tanya Kappas. I would pick this for the book club, but I'm already like 8 or 10 books in, and there's like 30 books in the series, and they're very, very short. Like, the Audible versions are less than 4 hours. And it is Criminals and Campgrounds by Tanya Kappas, K-A-P-P-E-S. That would be one cozy mystery series that I would recommend. And of course, you know my favorite is Jana DeLeon, the Misfortune series. Her newest one just came out on, which I think is called Swamp Spirits, maybe. It just came out on Audible. And her newest one after that is coming out in print, I think in, like, they said the first 2 weeks of June or something like that. And then I just was reading it on the Facebook group. And then it will be on Audible probably like 2 months after that. So the Misfortune series is continuing. If you haven't read it, it's my favorite, not just my favorite cozy mystery series, but my favorite book series of life. So if you haven't read it, I would highly recommend Jana DeLeon, D-E-L-E-O-N, Misfortune series. I think there's like 25 books in the series so far, and it is fantastic, and it just keeps on getting better and better and better. There's a little bit of romance, there's a little bit of mystery, there's a lot of humor, and the mysteries are really good. Like, I never really can figure them out before the end. A lot of cozy mysteries, the mysteries kind of take a back seat to what's really going on. You can kind of figure it out. But with the Misfortune ones, the mysteries are really well written. So anyway, let me know what you're reading in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.